I think based on what you said, if that's the case, then a black woman that is woke and she's operating in her wokeness, she shouldn't wear wigs then. Based on what you just said, knowing that,
I agree.
Based on if you're like,
definitely can't wear straight.
You can't wear
any straight hair.
You can wear any kind of hair that's not.
That's
unless it's like kinky, like kinky clipping. Yeah, if it doesn't even look like your own hair, you shouldn't wear the hair then.
Yeah.
Because based on what you just said, like if people see me, they're gonna feel liberated because of my appearance and all of the kind of like positivity that I can spread from just showing my hair, as you said, being a statement. You should not wear anything other than your afro or your afro kind of hair. My friend that I work, she know I was wearing a frontal, for example. So even though my hair I'm basically natural, she doesn't know that. All she can see is my straight hair. And like, you know what you said, okay, if you try and say, oh, I'm not woke, I'm gonna slap off my wig. In what chances is that really gonna happen in the workplace or anywhere I can really show someone that my blackness or I'm a woke or pro-black person? So you have to kind of demonstrate that at all times and at all costs, and no one should wear any kind of wig, curly, wavy. Unless you wear curly, I don't think even curly because it's not your hair.
If it can come out of a black person's hair, you can wear it.
I can wear it. Some black people's hair comes out straight. Some black people's hair comes out straight.
Exactly. So you can relax your hair then?
No, because you're relaxing your hair. You're relaxing your hair. That's your actual hair.
With the texture.
Yeah, because the whole thing is that
some black people's hair comes out straight, but it's not like this.
No.
I know some black person's hair like this.
Yeah, fine. It's like,
but it's still like has a texture to it.
Yeah.
It's never yaki then. It's never. You can wear yaki. But that's what I'm saying.
It's like blow dry. It's like this.
But that's what I'm saying. So you can't wear anything that doesn't look like your hair. That's what I'm saying.
No, you can't wear anything that doesn't look like a black person's hair.
A black person's hair.
It's what would qualify for
that's
the whole.
Yeah, what about mixed race then?
If it doesn't look like you come out,
what about Cooley then?
Yeah, because
that's how she wears that.
That's black
Get away with that.
It's not black people.
Black people have this hair.
That's mixed race.
Yeah, that's
Black people have this hair. Black people have this hair. Like I can show you a black person somewhere in America.
I can show you a black person that has this hair.
No.
Please.
Hold on, sorry. Let me just speak to this wig thing. Wearing wigs is a part of black culture.
Yeah,
that is a part of black culture. That is very, very true. We wear different hairstyles just to be snazzy, you know, and just to like express ourselves and like.
They never wear their
exactly.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I think
this thing is such a big issue. Like there's so many different segments and compartments. Like
it's a lot.
You can't even make general statements about everything.
No,
because then people say you have your natural hair, but you don't wear it out, so you still hate your natural hair.
Yeah.
So then what? Well,
I would agree with that because like I'm an introspective person, so I can tell you, I would be truthful. Other people won't. Other people will hide behind well-built arguments to
I agree.
to stop themselves from looking within, right? Like you said, some people, like there was this one girl, for example, in secondary school. This girl was my friend for 5 years. I never once saw her natural hair, ever. Like she did her weave, and then she'll take it out and within the same day put another wig in, or another weave in. That girl will tell you maintenance. I'm just expressing myself. I'm just doing this. I'm just doing that. But darling, you have an issue here, and you cannot like verify or validate the claims that you're making unless sometimes you do decide to show your natural hair. Do you know what I mean? Like me now, I don't feel like someone can say, but you still wigs, but I can say this is genuinely just an expression. This is genuinely just maintenance. I genuinely just don't have time to wear my natural hair out, although there are some issues here. But I think I can back myself up because I have natural hair. I don't relax my hair anymore. And it's on camera. I have evidence to show you that. Whereas before, I could have said all of those things, but where's your evidence?
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like
it's a bit.
I feel like it's all like contradictory, and I feel like it's just like a black guy that is pro-black will say, no, you can't wear wigs because you hate yourself.
What does he know about? He doesn't know anything.
Hey, the comments actually about to be mad.
How pro-black is pro-black?
There's levels to everything.
Exactly, there's levels to everything. There's levels to everything. So you can't say a person is not pro-black if they.
I said you can't be true. As a woman, I don't think you can be true.
How do you know what's true to somebody though? Because you're saying.
How do you quantify
you don't know who's in denial because you're saying back in the day you used to be in denial, so you had your argument.
That's why I feel like I can really say this in my chest.
I agree.
But you know, it's based off your opinion though. Like it's what you're saying is subjective. It's not like generalized, if you know what I mean. Because you're saying it from your own experience. You're speaking from your heart, innit? Because it's based off your experience. It's subjective.
And I feel like even when we're saying Beverly's thing is subjective about the whole, with the experience of, I now have natural hair, do I like the way it looks, can I wear it? A lot of black women, when you watch their videos, they all went through the same thing. So it's not like a subjective thing where it's like, oh, she's the only individual. If you watch their videos,
it's a
bare people were saying, I don't know what to do with the hair. I don't understand the whole it's subjective thing to say like it's a one man opinion.
So it's your opinion, isn't it? So if they have
everything in life, nothing is absolute when we talk about anything.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree with what you're saying at the level of your experience, because when I shaved my hair last year, I all of a sudden started to delve in and become more aware and woke of what was actually happening, and I understand. I deepen, not just it's in my head. I actually deepen. I understand, but a month ago, I'm still gonna wear a blonde wig. Not because it's my identity, but because I like the hairstyle. But then you looking from the outside can say, I don't really think you really love yourself if you're wearing blonde hair. So that's
because I'm talking about your hair. Like, I'm talking about your actual hair. I wear wigs. I'm an avid wig wearer, and I can tell you that I wear wigs because of maintenance, right? But because in terms of what I do to my own natural hair, me personally, I do not put chemicals in my natural hair to make it straight like a white person's hair. I just don't. But have I not told you guys that sometimes I feel guilty? It's like an addict. You know, they call it creamy crack. Yeah. I don't want to wear. I'm in the process of embracing my blackness and embracing my natural hair. I don't feel like at this particular time I should be wearing straight hair. It's just like a comfort. It's like I fall back into comfortable territory when what I'm trying to do is be comfortable with myself. So if I decide to wear a wig, I would prefer it to be of some kind of curly texture, like Uvie said, that whereby a black person can have this kind of texture hair. I'm wearing this particular hair, but in the other video you'll see me with my natural hair out, or you'll see me with my kinky hair. Like you'll
never wear straight hair.
I will wear straight hair just because, like I said, I will wear weave just because I said, like, on the surface it is an expression. I can just want to wear straight hair, but I can back it up because I've come to the knowledge, and you can see that I've made certain changes. Like, I don't relax my hair anymore, and I wear more curly hairs. You can say something is expression when it's not what you do all the time, when it's not your normal. How can you say you're like, you embrace your curly kinky hair, but on a daily basis all you wear is straight hair? Sis, wagwan. It doesn't make sense. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, your daily expression of yourself. Like, if I'm going to a wedding and I want to go for a sleek look. We all know what that means, like with straight hair and whatever. That doesn't mean because I'm gonna go for a sleek look, I'm anti-black. I have my sleek look, and then on my day-to-day on my day-to-day basis, I go back to my natural hair. I go back to my curls. I go back to my kinks.
The thing is, I agree, but I know someone's really gonna.
It's up to you. You're stuck in the sunken place with me. It's complex. It's so complex because, like I said, like it's a part of our culture, and it's just something that we do. We just throw this wig on, throw that wig on, and until you actually start understanding why you do these things, you won't understand why it's problematic. And me personally, I don't shame anybody who doesn't have the knowledge. And even people who do have the knowledge, I understand it's difficult. You have years of conditioning. Do you know what I mean? Like when I have my natural hair out and I'm walking along the road and how many black girls have like straight hair, I'm like, wow, I didn't notice this when I was the straight hair wearer. And sometimes I might even think, her hair looks nice, like, I wish I was wearing straight hair, Or when I'm the one who's wearing the straight hair and I see the person with kinky hair, I feel guilty. Like, I should be wearing the kinky hair. Is this all as much?
It's a process.
It's a process. I think that is like the summary, that it is a process, and everyone's on the same journey, but I feel like it is very important that we do have the knowledge of it, because that is, like you say, it's actually so conditioned in us that it becomes so normal that we don't even realise that it's a part of us. So if someone comes and attacks that truth, you automatically defend it.
It's your identity.
Your identity. So I completely agree with you.
Fantastic. Well, we hope you enjoyed this great discussion. We brought some lovely guests. Be sure to check out their channel.
Disclaimer, we're not shaming anybody.
Not shaming anybody.
Okay, we will respect everybody's choices to make whatever choices they want to. It's your life, it's your body, it's your hair, it's your creamy crack.